This is KGW News at Sunrise.
Coming up on Sunrise, a victory for these Tigard seniors fighting for affordable housing.
This has been the greatest day that we could ever have.
We'll tell you how Washington County is stepping in to help.
Also, the backlash against this viral TikTok beauty filter. It looks 100% real, but it is totally fake. And mental health experts worry what this digital distortion is doing to kids.
And we are
just
also
put it down,
covering
do a detox.
Sorry.
We're past that, because then we'll just binge on it when we're back.
So what does help? Psychologists offer tips for families. That's coming up at 5:15.
Brenda, I apologize for stepping on you this morning. That is the last
Quite
time
all
I'll
right.
do that today. So excited to tell you about this story. Fans really chiming in on the Blazers' brand new family member. I mean, look at all these comments to what is now the second mascot for the Portland Trail Blazers. Blaze is still around, don't worry. Blaze is still with us, but now we also have a mascot by the name of Douglas Fur, F-U-R. Why would an NBA team need two mascots? You can see why I was chomping at the bit to get to this story.
Like Chewbacca.
And now to Rod, which if it was Chewbacca saying Rod go, it would sound like this.
It's not bad, actually. Right?
It is.
Let's get you going with our weather. Showers did pick up last night, as we thought they would. You can tell by the radar, it's pretty solid light snow falling up the Cascades. It picked up an inch. Otherwise, this is all scattered activity. Shouldn't really mess with your morning commute or routine that much. Temperature is not an issue. We're at 42 degrees in Portland. This looks to be mainly scattered showers this morning. We're talking about light total rain amounts. And then once we get past the noon hour, we really ought to be dry for the most part. Partly cloudy this afternoon, back up to about 53. And by the way, the winds today will be on the light side. So all in all, not a bad day. That's your forecast.
All right, Rod, thank you. We do start with some new information. This happened overnight. A viewer tipping us off to a large police presence at the Embassy Suites near the Portland airport. We called the hotel twice to get information, but when we identified ourselves as KGW, the person on the other end of the phone hung up both times. We sent a photographer out there to check it out. He tells us that police had the entrance to the hotel blocked off and saw a group of people upset by the situation. We don't know yet exactly what happened, but we have reached out to Portland Police and will update you as soon as we learn more.
One of our other top stories this morning is an update on a group of seniors in Tigard who've been fighting to stay in their low-income apartments, and now they may be able to. Tenants were told that their rent prices were going to be going up after a 30-year affordability deal expired back in 2020.
KGW's Alma McCarty got reaction from some of those seniors after Washington County officials stepped up to help out.
On a sunny afternoon in Tigard, Wood Spring apartment tenants celebrated a victory.
I made this a home, you know, even though it's an apartment complex, this is home.
This is just the biggest win for everybody.
It's just the biggest relief that you could possibly hope for, and I thank God.
The vote by Washington County Commissioners to purchase the low-income complex from a private investment company means this group can stay together.
That's unanimous, so it's approved.
The Wood Spring Tenants Association has advocated for this action since 2021, when they first got word that their affordable rent had an expiration date.
We got this notice on the door that said, "Oh, Happy New Year. We're going market rate." I can't believe the callousness of this.
2 years of organizing later, tenants can rest easier after the county's decision.
We've won at this point, and it means a lot because there's so many people in here. It's such a great little neighborhood.
We don't have to worry about moving. We don't have to worry about the rent being so high that none of us can afford it.
When we heard that news, it was like, oh, thank God, because I cannot move again. I just cannot move again.
That could have been the reality for many residents, including Peggy Hepler. She's lived at Wood Spring since 2015.
I fell in love with the place right off the bat.
After a bad car wreck last summer, she leaned on this community while she recovered.
I don't know how I would do this without my neighbors.
The loss of that devastating to think about.
These last couple of years have been so stressful. When you're on Social Security only, and it keeps going up and your money is going down and down, because what their percentage of increase on your Social Security isn't even close to what the rent increase is. And it's like, okay, what can I do without?
The county's agreement to purchase the property means Woodspring will remain affordable.
When I moved in here, I planned to live here until they carried me out. This has been the greatest day that we could ever have.
In Tigard, Alma McCarty, KGW News.
Definitely happy for them. So if you've ever bought a home or wanted to, you know how difficult it can be to come up with a down payment. Now, Clark County says it has a new program that could help. Devin Haskins is here to tell us more about it. And Devin, this program starts next month and there's more than $2 million available.
Yeah, Brenda, that $2 million sounds like a lot, but when you divvy it out, Clark County officials say that money will go by fast. So it's important to note, this money is not free. So there are some things to keep in mind. I'll touch on that in a moment, but first, more about what those requirements to meet this program are. Here they are. Your total household income must be below $96,000 a year. A credit score above 620. The home's purchase price needs to be under $600,000, and the max amount you can receive is $60,000, which is based on your income. And this must be your primary residence in Clark County. Then you'll need to take a free homebuyer education class and enroll in a pre-purchase counseling session. So where's that money coming from? The $2 million comes from pandemic relief funds given to Clark County, and another $600,000 kicked in from the Washington State Housing Finance Commission. So the idea here is to help those looking to buy a home do so and then get that necessary down payment when taking out a loan.
$60,000 will be able to offer an opportunity to people who otherwise wouldn't be able to imagine or ever have the dream of owning their own home. And ultimately, the program is hopefully going to achieve an opportunity for first-time home buyers to gain generational wealth that they then can build on and pass on to their family.
All right, so like I said, this money isn't free. You do have to pay it back, but it comes with only a 2% interest rate. And in the big one, the money wouldn't need to be paid back right away.
And the key for the success is that you don't have to make payments until you sell your home, you refinance, or you pay off your mortgage in 30 years. So there's no monthly payments, which will keep that monthly cost affordable for these new homeowners.
So the county is also setting aside $1 million of the funds for nonprofits to help people apply for the program. She says the county treasurer that you just heard from has already heard from hundreds of people showing interest in the program since they made it public just last week. Now it officially launches in April. If you want more information, just go to the website clark.wa.gov/treasure. For more information, just go to the left-hand side. You'll see the tab there for home buyer assistance, down payment assistance, and click on that for the full criteria. Christine?
Interesting and helpful information. Okay, thank you, Devin. Time now for your morning headlines. A federal judge in Texas could decide today if an abortion pill should be pulled off store shelves nationwide. The judge will be reviewing a lawsuit over mifepristone. A group of anti-abortion healthcare providers is suing the FDA, saying they didn't adequately evaluate the drug's safety more than 2 decades ago. The pill is legal in both Oregon and Washington. And another Portland Starbucks has filed to unionize. This one is in Southwest Portland on the PSU campus. The baristas are joining 14 already unionized Starbucks stores in the Portland metro area. It's part of a nationwide movement involving thousands of workers organizing for better working conditions. On Friday, another store in Hillsborough will have their vote count to unionize. Also, Portland just landed its largest convention ever. The Oregon Convention Center will host the National Education Association's annual conference in 2025. 7,000 people are expected to take part. Travel Portland estimates the convention will bring in $18 million. And those are some of your Wednesday morning headlines.
All right, time to get back to something we mentioned right at the top of the hour. The Trailblazers have a brand new addition. The team introduced Douglas fir, there Douglas is, during last night's game against the Knicks. So the Blazers say he is a long-lost relative of the Blazers' Bigfoot mascot from back in the 1980s. As the mascot story goes, the Blazers say Douglas Fir has been living in Forest Park this whole time.
Really?
Yes, and now he has reappeared back again as a mascot for the Blazers. Keep in mind, Blaze the Trail Cat not going away. He will just now share the mascot spotlight with his new friend. This seems very weird to me. We are asking people on Twitter this morning, do you like this new mascot? Do you like Dougie Fir? So far, 2/3 of the viewing audience says, no, we do not like Dougie Fir. And we're also getting a lot of feedback on Facebook this morning. Jake wrote in, they should unfind the newest member of the Blazers family. Melvin said, for real? Question mark.
For real?
For real.
Yeah.
Not everyone against the idea, though. This is Laura, simply said, love it. Wait, yeah, you're right. Give me that quote from Laura again.
Love it.
What are your thoughts, Christine, Brenda? Don't wrestle for the first chomp at this. What do you guys think about this new mascot?
You know what? I'm going to give it to him. What the heck? Try something new.
Right.
I don't remember the one from the 80s.
Nor do I.
At all.
I didn't live here, but I don't remember it. Even as a basketball fan from back in the 80s, I don't remember that mascot.
People can be such haters. I kind of like that there are two fun mascots.
What's the limit, though? I mean, when does this stop? Would you ever consider a third? I can't believe they thought about a second.
Don't borrow trouble. They're trying to squeeze in the second one.
I would use the money to lower beer prices at the arena, but that's just me,
Your mind is always in the right place.
Yes.
Terrible idea, Ron.
What do you have for us
by
on
the
that
way,
weather mind of yours? Yes?
November 4th. November 4th was
Okay.
the last day we did what?
Hit 60?
Very good.
Whoa.
She's sharp,
Maybe
too.
you should be the new mascot of the Portland Trail Blazers.
Maybe I should be the weatherman.
Ooh, that stung a little bit. We're gonna look at our. We're counting, right? Yesterday, 22 consecutive days now below normal. We will do it again today. So when you watch me tomorrow, that will change to 23. It's really an impressive stretch. Yesterday, the high and low, we actually had 55 in the afternoon. The high and low averaged out to be, I think it was 3 degrees below normal. Not a bad day, but still cooler than what the averages are. All right, this time yesterday, Northern California is getting hammered. The rain has moved down to LA right now. Up north, we're pretty quiet. That light snow that was falling across parts of southern Oregon and up into the Blues, that's pretty much fizzled out. We have scattered showers here on the west side, and not much. I mean, if you look at this, all right, there's a little shower wave right now crossing I-5, but if you look back to the west, you get the idea. It's probably just going to be light total rain amounts in your gauge today, and you are correct. Here are the early morning numbers: 40 Salem, 42 Portland, so that's not an issue. 39 over in Newport. It is freezing east of the Cascades. 23 in Bend this morning. 27 out in John Day. The one problem I want to alert you to is it is a snow-covered Highway 26 up at Government Camp, 27 degrees. They picked up an inch of snow over the past couple of hours, and there will continue to be some snow amounts up there during the day. I can't believe they get more than 3 inches, but we'll see. 24 Santiam Pass, you can see the snow coming down. Okay, so for today, the scattered showers, mainly a morning thing. This afternoon, primarily dry, partly cloudy skies. Winds will be light from the west. We'll get back up to 50 or a little bit warmer. Again, yesterday, Portland got up to 55 in the afternoon. The modeling keeps us closer to 50 today, but we could be more like 53, 54. Again, light west winds. Here's the 7-day. So dry weather, mostly sunny skies tomorrow and Friday. Freezing tomorrow morning up to about 58. Friday, we now have it 60 degrees. East winds will start to develop Thursday, and that will go in to the day Friday. Gusty in the usual spots out near the gorge. Scattered showers on Saturday. Rain picks up a bit on Sunday. Then I have at least a shower chance still in the forecast on Monday. Monday's the first day of what? Give it to me. Monday's why are you whispering, Brenda Braxton? Spring.
I cannot wait. I'm ready for the change. Rod, thanks. Okay, take a look at this video. Is it real? Or is it fake? The newest AI on social media has gotten so good, it's kind of hard to tell. And it's not just kids who are getting sucked in.
And at the end of the 4th grade talk, a little student raised her hand and said, "Would you tell my mom this stuff? Because she's on her phone all the time."
Oh, ouch. Nobody's immune, honestly, but mental health experts are especially concerned about young girls using the TikTok filter Bold Glamour. Coming up in just a few minutes, how parents can help kids navigate this sensitive situation.